Warning. The opinions in the following video are those of one individual and do not reflect anybody else's opinions. If you disagree or hate the opinions, please do not try to send him to the slaughterhouse. Hello, I'm Michael Wermuth Jr. and welcome to the first installment of series premieres First Impressions, in which I talk about the newest series premieres and get my first impressions of them. For our first series in this series, I'm going to be talking about Young Sheldon, a spin-off from Big Bang Theory, kind of a prequel. Now, when I first heard of the show, I think somebody told me about the show coming up. My first thought was, really? I mean, yeah, I am a big fan of Big Bang Theory. I make it a point to watch every new episode when they premiere, but at the same time, I thought, could the show actually work as a series? Like, yeah, I feel like it would probably work as a one-time special, but well, I guess we'll just have to wait for more episodes to come out to see if it does work. You know, a few hours, several hours today before the series premiered, I was talking to somebody. I was wondering, I was wondering if we would have a narration by Jim Parsons, or maybe live action intros by Adult Sheldon. It does have a narration from Jim Parsons. That's good. Another thing I didn't really think about, until I watched it, took place in the past, but I can't really tell if it took place in the 80s or the 90s. I've been thinking, there's been a lot of shows that took place in past decades, like Happy Days taking place in the 50s, and Wonder Years taking place in the 60s, and so on. With this show, I actually can't determine what decade it takes place. Maybe they mentioned it, I didn't pay attention, but yeah, I can't tell if it takes place in the 1980s or the 1990s. I don't think we've really had any sitcoms taking place in the 1990s. So if it does take place in the 90s, it could be a first. Could be. And yeah, I enjoyed the show. Yeah, I like how early on they saw a poster of Stephen Hawking in Sheldon's room, and yeah, I like the mention of Professor Proton, and even when it wasn't the Professor Proton show, it actually had Bob Newhart on there, appearing younger. And when I first watched that scene, I wondered if it was actually Bob Newhart or was it a younger actor who might have looked and sounded. I thought, if it is a different actor, then they did a really good job. But I saw the credits, and yes, it is Bob Newhart playing Professor Proton. In the first episode, it establishes that Sheldon's 9 years old and skips ahead to high school, where he has to be in class with his brother, and it just that was kind of a decent show. So far, my first impressions, I kind of like his brother, I like his father, the sports coach. I still has a twin sister, but I can't remember if I knew that before or not. Was it missing the Big Bang Theory? Maybe it was and I forgot, or maybe it wasn't. There were all kinds of scenes that I liked. There's a lot of funny lines, what I thought was really funny came early on when someone was wear a bow tie to high school. His mom decides it might be better not to, and so he makes him a deal to say if he takes off the bow tie, so just take him to the Radio Shack. It was a really funny stunt line, especially when he actually did. It's funny at the very end where they go to Radio Shack, and he makes comments saying that that's something he knows will be around for forever. I really wonder, did Radio Shack actually close? Like from that line, I'm guessing it did. But I'm really not so sure actually it's close for good or not. Like one scene where he's in a music class and starts playing the piano, even though he doesn't know how. The teacher's impressed, but even though he's good playing music, he refuses to be a musician. The thing they all do drugs. Yeah. So there were things I wanted to point out that I suddenly forgot about. But anyway, yeah. I have a good feeling about Young Sheldon. Of course, I was kind of surprised after it was over, there's an ad saying the next episode comes on November 2nd. I'm like, release will premiere at the end of September, and we had to wait a whole month for the second episode. What gives? But only time will tell if Young Sheldon becomes a big hit of a lot like Big Bang Theory, or it's different. But yeah, a few more thoughts. One thing I was thinking about while watching it, it would have been great if they saw the first time Sheldon here was Soft Kitty. That made good annuity on. But also, like, about the show, like, there have been a lot of television shows that featured younger versions of established characters, but most of those have been animated shows. We had just stuff a lot like Butter Babies, A Puppet Named Scooby-Doo, Flintstones Kids, and Baby Looney Tunes. But we haven't really had very many live action shows with the younger versions of established live action characters. And yeah, I know there have been a few shows that were prequels, a lot like Smallville. But I think this might be the first sitcom to feature a younger version of a live action sitcom character. You know, as I've said a few times in this video, only time will tell if it's a big hit or it's really